Okay, so welcome to Radios TV on YouTube. Our motive or our aim is to help the general public participate actively in this our economy. So you search for Radios TV on YouTube. Radios is capital RADIUS. Then you add TV. You search for Radios TV on YouTube. You subscribe, you share, and you hit on the notification button so that whenever we are live, you can join our conversation. Abusua de mi kenyina ne se Radios TV yaba yabuta yenyina ne se yaba beboa ma dihye sika wo manya no ekwan ya wo mo befa so a wo mo betoto no na afei aboa wo mo ama wo mo dwumadi awodo a wo mo die e wo yeman mu no atimi ede wo ma kompempen so a ekonkan e wo sikasem ensem emu anase kwan ya wo befa so wo betoto wo mo sikasem na atimi aboa wo mo ama enne ye economy a ye wo mo ne se ekosoro a wo mo sikasem be kosoro eba fom so a wo ma hu kwan ya wo befa so a wo mo betoto wo mo enema enitimi mo akwa aba Radios TV e wo YouTube obeseche o search a capital RADUS. O search no subscribe. The can subscribe. O subscribe we are now free. What hitting notification button no. Send ye be ya bribia ni ye ba. Obehu si yaba. Na we share ya me di enkomo. Enu echi no. Na wa share. O share no no kire say o ma from so say timi aka. Na omo so etimi ahwedwumadi na botaye nti edwumadi ba no omo so etimi anya so emfa so. Enti ene yedi nkomo bebre no a nkomo a yedi nene se osika kakra wanya no anase kwan be na obefa so a obeboabu asika no na ada ne dwetere atimi amawo na watimi ede ahye bibi ase opese oye business kwan be na obefa so a obenya dwetere na watimi ede aye adwuma eno nti nene ye hye ye ba bedi nkomo enti sa na etie. So dear viewers, our topic for today's discussion is how to raise capital in business, or how to raise capital to start up a business firm. I have in the studios with me Mr. Augustine Tano, a businessman, a business consultant, and also a financial literate. I can call him economist because he has knowledge when it comes to monetary aspects. So straight up, I'll go to the studios and welcome my guest for today, Mr. Augustine Tano, a business consultant. Mr. Augustine Tano, I welcome you to Radios TV on YouTube.
Yeah, thank you, KBK.
We are grateful for having you today.
I think I'm also
yes. So as I was saying, in this our country, financial literacy is a gap, and that gap that we Radios TV, we want to bridge that gap, hence bringing up today's episode or today's discussion, that's raising capital for businesses. Now my question is, what are the best ways to raise capitals when it comes to starting up a business?
Okay. KBK, thank you very much, and we are grateful for Radios TV for giving us opportunity to share the knowledge that we have.
Okay.
Being financial literate does not matter the kind of certificate you hold, because statistics have shown that close to 70% of Ghanaians, and by extension Africans, and the world wide, are not knowledgeable when it comes to financial matters. So therefore, making a decision on how best to use money is always not the best.
Okay.
So I think Radios TV coming up with a program like this is good, with the goal of closing up the gap in the knowledge when it comes to finance. I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
Yes. Back to our discussion again, raising capital for business. I think we have our youth out there, and many a time others tell you openye minyaya kameye majuma na mum sika aka medebehyasie anyhow.
Okay.
So how do we provide solution so that our youth out there can start something on their own, because the government alone cannot provide employment for the youth.
Okay.
And there's a way to raise capital, genuine ways to raise capital for businesses.
Okay.
So today we'll run through some of the ways that we can raise capital for businesses. In the first place, we'll ask, yaka capital no cry then?
Yeah.
Edi kan me gidi say nyam from so say be ka capital ye edwetre a ana sika ye betimi di ahye adwuma na se.
Okay.
Now by extension we also include capital to also add up to the human resource.
Yeah.
Sika no nya na odi be ye adwuma na hwan na one ne be ye adwuma na.
Okay.
So whilst looking for the capital to start business, another area to pay attention to is the human resource.
Okay.
Who are we going to work with? Who will be our sales manager?
Okay.
Who will be our accountant? Who will be our transport manager? You need to sit down, plan, and get the right people.
Okay.
We have seen many businesses failed. Not that they don't have the money.
Yeah.
They had the money, but they didn't have the human resource. So whilst looking for the money, whilst we are going to teach you how you raise the money, also pay attention to how to identify the right talent.
Okay.
Nipa obitima boa no wadwuma na tima den akoso.
Okay.
Yes. Those who run transport will tell you, say.
So, if I understand you very well, capital is not mainly the money at hand.
Yes, it's not only the money.
Okay.
The money is part of the capital, but the human resource is also vital.
I see.
Because there are days you have the money, but the people to work with will be a challenge. So whilst you are looking for the money, let's spend time. Also do some background check on the people that we are recruiting.
Okay.
Yes. Obi wa no be adwuma no de ato. De all babe manager kwa wanhwehwe na se. Se nipa no ebeboa no anase ommoa no na de adwuma na hye ne se be wi achi na adwuma na eden egu.
Okay.
Yeah. So quickly let's run through the best way to raise the capital for your business. Yes. What we are saying, number one, is to start with what you have.
Start with what you have.
Start with what you have. Yes.
Not what you intend to have.
What you intend to have.
Okay.
What you have right now is what you can start with.
I see.
So what you are saying is that look around you. What have you saved?
Yeah.
What have you invested? Possibly you have some 2,000 cedis in your savings, some 100 cedis somewhere.
Yeah.
So some 5,000 in an investment. That is what you have.
Okay.
Probably the business that you intend starting, you will need 100,000 to start.
Yeah.
But however, when you start with the 5,000 that you have now, you can start on a smaller scale and gradually grow the business.
Yeah.
The kakra ekura obiara no, ese etimi eden, ye de hye ase. En na kire se wani abre, na opese o eden wo ye bibi. The kakra ekura no, ese otimi eden, e hye ase. Miyiri se adwuma dia ye di ye wo cameraman na mo support ye ne ade. Camera ekura no be cost be 18,000. Enye enne no to 18,000.
Okay.
Ebi o start with camera, e ye 500 cedis. And with time no, a grow more to camera 18,000. So what you are saying for a start, raising capital, look within yourself. What can you offer?
Okay.
What do you have? That 200 series in your account, that 500 series in your account, that 1,000 series in your account is what you are supposed to start with.
Okay.
So first point, start with the little that you have. The second area that we can look at when it comes to say
Yeah.
Yes, convert your social resources into capital. You can social resources are you want namfufo bebre a o ma twa ye ho ahia.
Okay.
Woni ska no won namfufo no betima den awo ska no. Won namfufo o maame o papa wa busuafo a people o betima te o vision nase.
Yeah.
Said daddy restaurant na me pese me bie no. Boa me na mintimi enhye restaurant nase.
Okay.
Nti e bia daddy betima ma 1,000 cedis. Mommy betima ma 500.
Yeah.
Your junior brother betima support with 100 cedis. Your schoolmates, those who know say what passion for that catering business, can also support with some fund. So your friends around you, can you share the vision with them so that you can also raise some money to start a business?
Okay.
So first, commit the little that you have. Second, we are asking that speak to your social contact, your friends,
Yeah.
your family members, those who believe in the vision, so that they can also help you with some capital, so that you can start. You can start.
Yeah.
Another area to look at will be partnership.
Partnership, okay.
We have people who have the resources, have the money, but they don't have the time. So you may have the idea,
Yeah.
I may have the resources. So there's nothing wrong. KBK speaking to Mr. Augustine. Mr. Augustine, I have this idea.
Yeah.
I need 10,000 cities to start. Can you partner with me so that we do it?
Yeah.
The 10,000 cities every month will give us a profit of, let's say, 800 cities or 1,000. Per the arrangement that we have, every month, I will take 400 cities of the profit. You take 400 cities of the profit.
Okay.
So another way to do it is to get partners on board.
Okay.
So that together you can start the business. Actively, you'll be the one running the business,
Okay.
but I'll be the one bringing the financial resources.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with it. Others have the money, others have the idea. Why don't you bring the two people together so that the business can get started? We can get opportunity to give the youth work to do.
I see.
So let's get partners on board so that we can run with the idea that we want to bring into
Getting
the market.
partners on board, don't you think that will come with another risk factor too? Because anything can happen, when it comes to partnership.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. In business, if you are afraid of risks, then you don't go into business. Yes.
I see.
Yes, but we take calculated risks in business.
Okay.
I understand. And you'll be an arbiter now called
Aqua
partnership.
business, yeah.
Obi or this kind of about hard drink.
Sure.
Yes, or this kind of but then fast one about penny na. Yes, indeed. Before you go into partnership, and you'll be an arbiter sika at the shared money.
Okay.
So whoever you go into partnership, a drew baby not the kind of partnership now more sign. I said lawyers nibum.
Okay.
Not omudi gun kratem send you be who say, oh, me the idea in a buy now this canading a buy. And fast ba would you wom say, media day, a wom say.
Okay.
Yet me the gun krat aso. Send a bay a chinano and quiet chinye say me this canaba. A jumana ye peso or be mammy be.
Okay.
And so where we need to bring on board the lawyers to support it so that we write a very nice agreement.
Okay.
So that when the profit comes, we know how to share it. It will be good. So yes, it's not anybody that you can form the partnership with, but it's one of the ways that can help us to raise the needed capital that we need.
I see.
The needed capital.
Obi or person raise capital. What time frame will be? I was audition and so. Say it be a me mammy home a month or two. Nam dia raise capital. Say a human resource and answer sikana kasa. I was so bit me man on time, sir. And I say advisable so be man on time.
Okay. Yes. Obey him,
Okay.
Obey him to raise the capital. So I think say depend on how much our person will raise it.
Okay.
Depend on how much our person will raise it. It's all my home. You want to raise 10,000. And let's go back to our first point that starts with the letter that you have. Maybe probably you are now a teacher.
Okay.
You are now a banker. You are now a presenter. And from the letter that you have paid every month, you know you can save 200 cities every month.
Okay.
You save the 200 cities and you want to raise, let's say 10,000. You know 200 cities a month, it will take you a year and beyond for you to raise the 10,000.
Okay.
So you need to grow, have time to grow the 100 cities, 200 cities a month so that you can raise the 10,000.
I see.
So some give themselves 2 years, 3 years, and they're able to raise the money. And when they raise the money, they're able to start what they want to start. Somebody want to just acquire a taxi, he needs 60,000. And per his calculation, when he saves 1,000 cities a day, a month, he will be able to get there.
Okay.
So time is of an essence.
I see.
You need to plan, you need to have time and make sure that you calculate it and make sure that you're able to get to the capital that you want to raise.
I see. So people used to say records keeping is very key when it comes to business. In raising capital, as you made mention of partnership, the lawyers will come in and, supervise the agreement you sign or whatever. Is records keeping very crucial when it comes to raising capital?
Yeah. Records keeping is very, very essential.
Okay.
It's very, very essential. There are days you start with a letter that you have. And for me to come on board to make sure that you are doing the right thing, I need to see your books.
Okay.
So when you have started so little, I don't know that you need to expand the business. You need others to come on board.
Okay.
They'll be interested in your books. So make sure that yes, you have a bank account, you record your sales, everything that you do, you have records backing it.
I see.
So when you tell people, I started with 10,000,
Okay.
and this is what I've done with the 10,000. So if you invest 100,000 with me, this is how much I can also do. It's
Okay.
good. So the records is very, very important.
I see.
That we keep the right record.
I see.
Yes.
You made mention of seeking financial assistance from family, friends. Should we classify that financial assistance that you intend to get from your family or your friends as a loan or grant? And when you intend to seek financial assistance from a family member or a friend, all what they will be expecting is the profit. When you get the profits, you pay them back. So getting financial assistance from the family or friends, should we consider it as borrowing or seeking grant from them?
Okay. Very, very solid point for us to clarify. I think there are days, depending on the relationship
Okay.
that the one giving the funds have with you.
Okay.
He may treat it as a grant with a promise that after 2 years, after 3 years, when your business is firm rooted,
Okay.
you pay my money back to me.
Okay.
Typically, let's take it, your father is giving you the money. And the money was already in an investment somewhere, giving him 500 cedis a month.
Amount. Okay.
It will not be fair for you to take that money and say, I won't even pay back that 500 cedis. So sometimes the source of the money
Okay.
will also guide us as to what to do.
Okay.
Time value of money. The money is with a bank and the person is making returns with it.
Okay.
He decides to give it to you to invest into your business. It's sometimes also fair
All right.
for us to pay something on that money.
Okay.
But in many instances, talking for a startup, obi afi na o share adwuma na se no. Eya onya na grant a
Okay.
eye because e na adwuma ni ngina se.
All right.
Obetime nya returns na odi betua interest na ade ade. But
Mate.
the eco family line no na ka nya no as a grantor.
And
Aka is the best.
Okay.
That's
Mate.
the best.
Mesamba hobiem. Anu ti abusuani ewura Augustine Tano or your business consultant. Eba ni sikasa moto to yen wa waben ena yene no AG enkomo enne ewe Radio TV. So Radio TV obe search ewe YouTube. Capital R A D I U S. Then now the TV account obe subscribe. Now if you want hit on notification button so share my for and so intimate you. All right. So welcome back to Radio TV on YouTube. As I said earlier, Radio TV is capital R A D I U S. You search on Radio TV on YouTube. You subscribe. You click on the notification button. Then you share as well. I wish you remember what crab baby. Namini manager. You're Augustine Tano. And AD and Como. Ewo, kwanya obefa so obenya dwetire na ochire mu yeti ase se wunya dwetire na ode ahye dwumadi ase no enye sika no nko a na mmom enipa wo ne wo mo beye adwuma amasa business atumpon no nso ka ho enti eno no enkomo ena na yegusu ana yedi na ne yedi nkomo aduru ba bi a oboaboa wo anya dwetire no ana ase sika botene a ode be hye adwuma na ase no se wa ho ode enhye dan so mpo a obetima kwa abusuanum ana say wayonkofo no betimi ni bia di nkomo depending on nkitahudi e da woni nipa kro ni ntem gidie no kra te say wo mienu ntem eho ena ne yaduru enti say uji sika na afri ni ho a o kire mu say bia papa no o pesika afri ni ho ni sika ekita no ye be no de ahye adwuma foforo mu a onya mfaso afri mu bosome bia enti say wo kɔ no wakɔ ne na kɔdi nkita ho no wagye saa sika no a untimi nka say me kwa akwaje ne saa kwa emfaso bi emfiri so mma sika botene no so wakwa akwaje ne so a onsan entua enti eho ena na yadru. So manager, welcome back.
Thank you.
So let's continue from where we ended. Yeah, let's continue from where we ended. So what are some of the other factors one need to consider when it comes to raising capital?
Okay. So thank you very much again.
Yeah.
I think other key point that you need to consider when you want to raise capital for a new business. So what say when you bra.
Okay.
Who japadie bi na obetima ton a. Betimi ton me de sha ase ma yi.
Okay.
De bia ye ka se ye ma menom to ma ma park wo fi. Omo bags e omo hyehyɛ for years omo mfa nko ba bia ye capital mu an esi dem mo. But omo adwen ye den e ma so.
Okay.
Obi kra iPhone 4,000 worth 4,000 Ghana cedis yet going around looking for a capital of 2,000 to start a business. So another way to raise capital is to sell some personal assets in order to raise the money.
Okay.
Yen hu ebinum a omo ton omo car. Esha say nante for me raising capital in order to start the business.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the business was successful. They were able to replace the car.
Okay.
Yeah. So another way to raise the capital is to sell your personal asset.
Okay.
Ejapade ni bi wa oton now the raise scanner and say
Okay.
esan sa ade na wo no wo gidie wom wato bo aye research say enye adwuma a odi sika ne hema ebeden ebehye.
Okay.
So we can sell our personal asset in order to raise the money for what we want to do.
I see.
Another way a ebetimi a raise capital crowdfunding. Crowdfunding na say crowd dey batwi mu a nipa dodo
yeah.
nipa dodo and raising it from the family and friends no ya say
Okay.
na nsonso a wom no say we no ye biemu ma nipa no edoso nipa no doso de anya sa schoolmates bebrebe na ye wo no we share ideas no with them and you have let's say 100 people each person helping you with 1,000 Ghana cedis or 500 Ghana cedis or 2,000 Ghana cedis. You are raising the capital from this pool of people. No one invested into the business. When you come to our side of the world, but I think outside there it works quite a lot. You can raise the money from a lot of people, smaller amount. So irrespective of how much you can contribute, you can be part of the business by contributing through the crowdfunding system. So I know see another way I bet me they raise capital.
Okay.
Most important, let's touch on this.
Yeah.
Many a time people ask, why can't I get a loan from the bank to start a business?
Sure.
What happened is that yes, raising capital from the bank is an option, but that option works when the business is already running.
Okay.
And you know the short and falls of the business. You know the profit that comes out of the business.
Okay.
In that manner, when you are securing lending from the bank, whereby you'll be committed to pay interest every month and principal every month, you know the strength of the business. So getting a loan from them when the business is already established is the best way to go. But getting a loan from the bank to start up is not as advisable. Because then business ning jina enya hoden say the bank na expect say obeye no bosomi bia no betima den aye. E bia afi na abekọ kwan so nko obi da nti unnim enho problems e wo. Say bia ofi Togo na e ba ye mfa ntoma na makeke ye wo sika nkaka nkra bia obetua ansa na otimi de normal na den e de aba nko obi da nti ukoji obi sika na wo de ba be ya anhwa na hawa den aba your product in do cry di bosome ansa na ansa aka also wa beji bosia yesi bosome bia bra betua nti se wo gi bosia e de ahye adwuma na se foforo de is not a recommendation that I will support, but what I will support is you start with the little that you have. You get family and friends to come on board. If others are willing to be partners, you bring them on board as partners so that you can run. You can run. But securing loan from banks is not advisable. The government have venture capitals available. Venture capitals have the core mandate to support startup. With venture capital and then the more share adwuma na se foforo. So there are venture capital institutions around that we can contact so we can raise capital from that angle too. But to sum it up today, what you are saying
maybe
is that
getting financial assistance from venture capital or whatever, you know, there might be delays. So why not borrow from the bank straightforward? Is there any difference between borrowing from the bank or getting financial assistance from family or friends? Difference, Bill.
Yes, there's a difference.
Okay.
The difference is that with a family, on bit many try the amount.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Ejuma na nko ye na ene 200 cedis bia eso de man we nya mfama na.
Yeah.
Yebetimi ate ase kakra.
Okay.
But banking has to do with say wo sika wo di aba beto no. Wo di aba beto ne ma ye nhyehyɛ say bosumi bia e bia mema 400 cedis. Then I take that money and give it to another person.
Okay.
Who is also supposed to pay 600 cedis every month.
Okay.
So when he pays the 600 cedis, I'm able to pay your 400 cedis to you.
Okay.
Yes. In the startup, what the man no intimate here. A bit difficult say bank no so bet me etua also the night at the man. And the failure rate with startups no high. Ufa nipa num no mo share adwuma se a mom 1 year.
Okay.
Ebia na nipa num no miensa de aden atiato. This a miensa no kwaje bosin a. Ebeye den so metima den atua.
Okay.
Na experience na wo hia se na ebeye a wo de be pagya adwuma na si ho no.
Yeah.
Gather that experience no. Pagya adwuma no esi ho ansa na waje obi sika eden e de awuram.
Okay.
Adwuma ya fe na obehya ase wonnim emfaso abenya no bosome. So kwaje bosia na e kiro se bosumi bi atua 5,000.
Yeah.
Sa 5,000 no bank na expect say obetua fi wo mfaso enya ade a widen wato mu e mfaso widen aba na ode betua. Adwuma so afi na obehya ase. Nti aka ne papam de akaka kra ye wo no is the best way to go.
I see.
Oh, the family will have time for you in case it fails.
Okay.
In case you succeed, good.
Okay.
But we'll still advise say you start with what you have.
Yeah.
Go with the family line.
Okay.
And when the business grow, you can bring on board your bankers to help you, to finance you to expand the business.
Okay.
Then you know the in and out of the business.
I see.
You know the in and out of the business. Another way to raise the money, sometimes we should be inquisitive. There are days, there are competitions. I think Magdan from time ago used to have a competition for startups.
Yeah.
You be interested in set competition, and sometimes who knows, you become the winner, and you're able to get some funds to start your business. So ask around what is happening. Donor partners are around.
Okay.
Some donor partners also help with some funds that you can take advantage of and start your business.
Your business. Okay.
But team, the goal is to help that we can't depend on the government alone to give us employment.
All right.
As you are listening to me, you are viewing me today, you can do something to change your situation.
Okay.
Look around. What can you start with?
Okay.
What can you start with? We have some of the businesses that you can even start with no money.
Okay.
You have a showroom.
Yeah.
You have a boutique. I'm in the house doing nothing. I can take shot of your product just to put on my status.
Okay.
To market it to the public to be aware that, yes, when you are looking for shoe to buy, I sell shoe. And I'll price it for you. 200 cedis, 500 cedis. I'll come and get a shoe for you, possibly at 300 cedis, and go and sell it 400 cedis and make my margin without necessarily having a shop.
All right.
So let's think and open our eyes. There are opportunities around.
Okay.
We can't rely on only the government to give us employment. There are ways. These are some of the ways that we can raise capital to start our business.
All right. So I'll get back to you. Okay. I didn't see Abusha Yero Guestin Tano. And I don't know a din komo ewo how obe raise capital na ode ashare o business ase. Enti wa kire niyama mu bebre am wate ase. Enti sana etie. But before see be move on. Ede akọ the next topic and that's the next episode, you know. Mr. Augustine, your final words on how to raise, capital in starting up a business so that we can move on to our next episode.
Okay. Viewers, what we are saying is that raising capital is a challenge.
Okay.
Depending on where you stand, it can also not be so big of a problem to solve. What we are saying is that do your feasibility study, do your market research, and when you believe in what you want to do, you have to find a way to raise the money.
Okay.
And raising the money we are saying start with the little that you have. Yes.
Okay.
Obi shibidie at greater track every month be the Accra, the cotton.
Okay.
Such a person didn't start with a truck, or started with 50 bucks, or started with 20 bucks, or started with 10 bucks, and with time able to do 1,000 bucks.
Okay.
So we need to start with the little that we have. That's the main thing that I want us to understand.
Okay.
We have our family relation, we have our friends. When raising capital, can we also call on them for assistance?
Okay.
How much can your father invest? How much can your mother invest?
Okay.
How much can your friends invest in the business? Speak to them, sell the idea to them. Maybe they'll be able to help you out with some capital.
Okay.
So that you add it with the little that you have saved already. Another way that we are talking about is some have the money, they don't have the time.
Okay.
Partner with them so that through partnership we can get that idea out there. We can get the idea to work. So get partnership. Again, we are saying that if we have asset,
Okay.
now mousika, ton nafa raises can nafa share jumano asset.
Okay.
Ebi ma ton mo cars, ebi ma ton mo phones, ebi ma ton mo ntoma, etimi de raises sika, me no mo adwuma na gina. My Japade na oton ye no and then we're replacing no in bigger foods. Going to the banks one of the options I bet him they are raising capital.
Okay.
But we recommend that one when your business is well footed.
I see.
Adwuma na gina wonnim se madwuma we maye na afe mienu minim emfaso a minya no bosumi bia. Nti mi gina no so de akogye bosia yete wase.
Okay.
Other than that, say startup there. Share venture capital. Share the little that we can start with our own. Share our friends and family what we can raise from them. And if possible, if we can get partners that will believe in our ideas, let's work with them.
Okay.
And I think we will go far.
Eti abusia aha nene ye de dwumadie no ebesi ene nkoma ebedi ye ne kwan a obefa so a obebo sika no anasa obenya sika botene de ka ne se dwetre na odi ahye adwuma ase anasa odi aye adwuma enti ye Augustine Tano businessman ena obabebo aye ema enne ekwan a ofa so eboabu sika no man be ye sika botene ama ne de hye na adwuma ase no ena one ache no nyankopon ya adoma ebresem no yebesan ahia na afa yedi enkomofofo nti ne aha ena yedi dwumadie no esi. So let's point down the curtains here. My name is Kwaku Berma Kukwantumi. You can call me KBK. Goodbye.